The anti-Qatar campaign is only the beginning of an arsenal of propaganda and media warfare that violates all accepted standards of conduct in the field. This trove of misinformation would subsequently be utilized as intel in an attempt to foreshadow senior Qatari officials. Despite the constant backlash, Qatar did not steer away from their primary goal, which was to build entire facilities and stadiums from scratch so that they could host the events properly. The negative propaganda and the bad image was just one side of the coin imposed upon the world by Western media. What was about to come later will eventually shock everyone. For the World Cup, Qatar has constructed 7 stadiums, a new airport, metro system, roads, and over 100 new hotels. An entire city has been built around the stadium that will host the final game. The government of Qatar claims that 30,000 non-Qatari workers were employed specifically to construct the stadiums. The majority of immigrants are from Bangladesh, India, Nepal, and the Philippines. Contrary to the Guardian's report, which said 6,500 migrant workers had died in Qatar since it won its World Cup bid, authorities alleged that there were just 37 deaths between 2014 and 2020 among labourers at the World Cup stadium. Qatari representatives are on record stating that one life is too many, and that many of the 37 deaths were not work-related incidents. As we stated earlier, the Qatar World Cup has been mired in controversy since the country was awarded hosting rights in 2010. Allegations of corruption, mistreatment of migrant workers, and the promotion of human rights violations have all been linked to the event. Let us take a deeper look at each of these issues and see what's right and what's not. The first and most high-profile controversy surrounding Qatar's World Cup bid was the accusation that they had bribed FIFA officials to gain the hosting rights. This claim has been investigated by the Swiss authorities, who concluded that there was evidence of money being exchanged in return for votes, but that there was not enough evidence to prosecute anyone. Qatar Football Association has denied all charges of bribery, and no one has been found guilty in connection. Reactions to the bribery allegations were mixed. Some were quick to point out the flaws in FIFA's voting system, while others saw it as yet another example of the Qatar government's shady dealings. Whatever the outcome, these allegations have certainly raised questions about how future World Cup hosts are chosen and whether or not a fairer system can be employed. Another major criticism of Qatar's World Cup has been the country's dismal record on human rights. Allegations have included severe mistreatment of migrant workers, lack of payment, and long working hours, as well as harsh punishments for those who do not comply with the country's rules. Amnesty International and other organizations have reported that workers are living in deplorable conditions and that they are being exploited by their employers. The Qatari government has responded to these allegations with a proposed list of reforms, which includes improved wages, better accommodation, and more legal protections for workers. The third controversy surrounding Qatar's World Cup is the impact that hosting the tournament will have on climate change. It is estimated that Qatar's carbon emissions could reach as high as 3.2 million tons annually during the tournament, significantly higher than other countries that have hosted World Cups in recent years. Qatar has responded to these concerns by promising to implement green technologies and reduce emissions wherever possible. They have also pledged to plant more trees, invest in cleaner energy projects, and reduce waste. Do you think hosting the World Cup in Qatar was a good idea? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to Crude Docs, where we're going to be going over money, power, tech, and crypto. Thanks for watching.